Hexagram number 24. The turning point. Retreat from the dark power of pride and desire. We receive this hexagram the moment we glimpse that we have departed from the correct way. Thus we have the image of the dawning of the light. Through wavering and doubt, we have fallen back on old belief systems, methods of defending ourselves, strategies for dealing with problems, structured ways of relating to others, or a careless approach through being indolent. Either we have avoided the work of maintaining self-discipline, or we have failed to pay attention to our inner attitude. We receive this hexagram when we have barely glimpsed the problem. It is meant that we should then throw full light on this glimpse so that we may bring it into the full light of consciousness to initiate corrective action. Returning not only refers to the dawning glimpse of light that returns after being absent. It means that we should return to the correct conception and the unstructured path. We retreat from resistance and return to inner discipline, humility, and acceptance. We relinquish all the reasoning that causes us to argue, make claims, or use leverage and force. We quiet the clamoring voices of the inferiors and prohibit our ego from looking at the situation and from indulging in petty feelings of annoyance. In this way, we displace its influence and make room for cosmic understanding. Above all, we retreat from the power of pride. Pride arises when we see that we have erred. If we do not resist pride at once, we will remain locked in the grip of the dark force. Pride only keeps us from having a good effect on our situation. It causes us to resist asking for help and enlightenment, and thus isolates us from the sage. Pride also darkens our light and plunges us back into the eclipse. We must relinquish pride and humbly ask for help. We also need to retreat from old motives to create desired effects. Following the path of desire will never accomplish the enduring unity based on justice that we really seek. To retreat from desire is also to retreat from ambition and impatience. We return to progress made by tiny steps, carefully taken. We return to the true grace of humility and dependence on the higher power. Changing line number 1. Return from a short distance. Alienation and doubt are beginning. Thoughts of abandoning the path creep into our mind. We should turn away before they become firmly established, while we are still able to see their bad effects. Once we are in the grip, we can see nothing. Changing line number 2. Quiet return, good fortune. Pride has been aroused because of other people's transgressions and because we feel abandoned by fate. We should sacrifice pride, let go of the situation, and return to serene perseverance. We have not been abandoned by fate. Were it not for adversity and challenge, we would not grow. Changing line number 3. Repeated return, danger. Return from leaving the path of patient perseverance. Retreat from the inner demand that either the situation improve or we will abandon it. A hard, resistant attitude must be sacrificed in order to go on perseveringly. Changing line number 4. Walking in the midst of others, one returns alone. We let go of temptation to adopt the hard, resistant attitude indicated in the previous 3 lines and return to dependence on humility. Changing line number 5. Noble-hearted return, no remorse. There need be no remorse if we are willing to look within, recognize our errors, and return to the path. Changing line number 6. Missing the return, misfortune. If we miss the moment of return, our accumulated good work will certainly be undone. This obstinate attitude is perhaps the greatest danger we must face during self-development, for it arouses the forces that attack all unbalanced attitudes. This completes hexagram number 24.